Hey there guys, welcome back to another Monster Super League video. It's your boy Odin, and today I'm bringing you guys another Astromon review, and we're going to be talking about the brand new Astromon which was released today. Her name is Enkidu, and we're going to go ahead and get started with the fire one, and we're going to go ahead and just discuss, which ones are the best of each typing and where you might want to use them. The fire one is an attacker type with 29,400 HP, 3,600 attack, 2,300 defense, and 2,100 recovery. She's really good for an attacker, pretty decent attack. Her HP is a little bit low, but we'll see what she can do with her skills here. So the 3-star skill is HP Siphon. Attacks restores allies HP in proportion to the amount of damage dealt, which can be really good because she is an attacker type, so she's not reliant on an HP. So that means that she's going to be able to heal the whole entire squad for the amount that's equal to the damage that she's dealing. So overall, 3-star skill, I'm already liking that very well. Especially for some places like Tower of Chaos or places where you may necessarily need a healer if you don't happen to have stunners or other mons of the type. She has sleep on her 5-star skill, grants a 100% chance to put the target to sleep for 1 turn. So again, very useful in Tower of Chaos. Could be useful in Arena as well, but sleep on the 5-star skill can be hard to get off of in an Arena and in a Challenger's Arena. She can also be pretty good in CBC, and her variant skill is Protector's Shield, increases defense of ally fire Astromons by 40 to 45%. It is kind of restrictive to the typing, which means that you're mainly going to be using her Arena or in CBC. It's not restricted to story mode or dungeons or Astromon League. So you can use her pretty much anywhere, but it is restrictive to typing. So you can only use the leader skill for each typing depending on it's a fire, water, wood, light, and dark. But all in all, I am liking the fire one. The fire one looks okay. Again, mainly for CBC or TOC, some story farming, I guess, if you really need a healer. If you're a beginner and you happen to get her, she can be useful for the Starstone dungeon and other places like that. As far as Colossus goes, there's other mons that you're going to use instead of her. Sleep is not really relevant there. And that's it for the fire one. Let's see, the way that I would build the fire one is probably going to be attack crit rate or attack crit rate crit damage, just because you want her to heal quite a decent amount. She is an attacker type, which means she's going to be doing quite a bit of damage. I'm not entirely sure how much her multiplier is. It wasn't available in the list to see which ones got updated, but I'm pretty sure it's 100% damage multiplier. Sometimes they give nat 5s 110%, but I guess we'll have to do that after a couple of testing phases. And moving on to the water one. I really like the wood one the best, but the water one actually comes in handy as well. She is an attacker type again with 26,000 HP, 3,900 attack, 2,600, almost 2,700 defense, and 2,000 recovery. For an attacker type, as a water mon, she has really low HP, but she makes up for it with that really high attack. She's more of a glass cannon, but I'm not entirely sure how she'll work out due to her skills. So her skills are attack down, 80% chance for 2 turns. Pretty usable in places like Colossus, pretty usable in places like Titans. But I mainly see her used as a Colossus as well as a Dragons type mon, because she has Hunter on her 5-star skill. So Hunter increases critical hit damage by 50%, along with the 110% damage multiplier and the fact that she has a really high attack. I definitely see her doing quite a little bit of damage, especially if you get that 5-star skill active quickly. You could definitely maybe make it work with a Siphon set on an attack crit rate HP or attack crit rate. Really good to get the fire Titan or Colossus down pretty quick. Overall, I guess pretty good in combination of skills there, but other than that, I'm not entirely sure where I would use her most. She does seem to be more of a Colossus geared mon, so that's probably where she's going to fit best. The way that I would build her again is probably just going to be HP attack crit rate or attack crit rate on a Ruin, Valor, conviction set. If you're going to be bringing her to the Colossus, you could try her again on a siphon set just to see how much damage you can put out with the hunter skill there. Successively, after 5 turns with a siphon set, you should be able to get the 5-star skill off at least 2 times. Depending if you have any other mods that are supporting her, as far as SP goes. But all in all, she's pretty solid. Her variant doesn't look that much different than the normal one, but she does look really nice. I do kind of like her model. It is a little bit different, and I'm glad that 433 is stepping up their game with the models. And that's pretty much for the water one. Oh, you could probably also use her in the Starstone dungeon if you're looking for like some really quick runs. But again, Fire Tracker is pretty much the go-to mod for that one. Here is the wood one, and the wood one is completely amazing. You're going to be pretty much using her in Titans, in Colossus. You're going to be using her in CBC and a few other places. Challengers Arena as well could be interesting with the Courageous Strike. But let's go ahead and see what she got for stats. She is a balance type with 31,500 HP, 3,000 attack, 2,800 defense, 2,400 recovery. Her variant does look pretty good. I like the kind of difference there in colors, purple kind of moving up top to the head. She looks pretty neat. I do like her look. Again, 433 really stepping up their modeling. I hope that they can bring in some better mods as the game continues to progress, or perhaps offering better skins or better costumes. So her 3-star skill is again Courageous Strike, which makes her extremely usable for Titans, and we have been lacking on the Woods Titans lately, or Wood mods I should say, for the Water Titan, especially because the Water Titan, it hits so hard and it has defense down and all of that. But that makes her 5-star skill really usable. It's damage reduction, reduces damage done to all allies for 2 turns. So that damage reduction skill was introduced when the Light Silver was released 2 months ago, I believe, and pretty useful. I'd say that she's going to be used heavily in the Light Titan as well, because the damage reduction can help out a lot there, and that's mainly why I am planning on building the wood one first, unless I somehow manage to pull the light one, but I already know I'm going to get the wood one first. So that's really good for the wood one. Again, she's going to be used in dragons. You're going to use her in Colossus. You're going to use her in Titans, and of course with the new world event coming, that should be a pretty good mod to have. Courageous Strike and damage reduction you really can't beat. Those are some 2 really great skills for this mod, and I'm pretty excited that they put something useful together for the wood teams. And that's it for the wood one. Oh, the way that I would build the wood one is probably going to be HP defense or HP defense on a conviction set mainly, unless I have a really good leech set. You could also put her on a protection set, but mainly I think that you're going to look for survivability in her. She's not going to be doing too much crazy damage, I don't believe, but I guess we'll have to see once we get her to Evo 2 and then again at Evo 3, so I'll probably post some damage tests once I do get mine. And that's it for the wood one. So on to the light one. And the light one seems to be the best of them all. She is unique. She is an attacker type with almost 28,000 HP, 3,500 attack, 2,600 defense, and 1,800 recovery. Now what makes her really different and unique is going to be the 3-star skill and the 5-star skill combination. Weaken, 80% chance to weaken the enemy for 2 turns, and Courageous Strike. So it's not very often that 433 gives Courageous Strikes to light mons. There's only a few other mons that have Courageous Strikes, such as like the Light Siegfried, which is extremely difficult to get unless you've been playing the game for at least a year, I'd say, or a couple of months, 6 months. So all in all, this makes her a really sought out Titans mon. She can be really handy for the Light Titan as well as the Dark Titan. Weaken on a 3-star skill is pretty awesome. And there's only a few other mods that have it on the 3-star skill, such as the Light Draka, but the Light Draka does not have Courageous Strike. So because she's an attacker type, and she has both of these skills. She's going to be really good for the Dark Titan, the Dark Colossus, maybe even the new event that's coming out here soon, the World event. And what I assume that event's going to be, it's just going to be a world boss where everybody just kind of gets a turn to go at it, or maybe 2 or 3 turns a day, just to continue to do damage until we beat the boss. But that's pretty much it for the light Enkidu. She does look really good. Her variant skill is pretty usable. It's probably one of the better months as far as light dark nat 5s go. Definitely hope to pull one of her in the future, hopefully in the near future, but we all know how the rates are, so could be quite difficult to get one of her. If you do manage to get one of her, I want to know. I want you to add me on my friends list and let me know, if you're available, and maybe I can do some damage tests with her. I'm definitely looking forward to, seeing who out there has one of her or can pull her on the first week coming up here in the next Clan Fest at the end of the month, which is, I believe it's in 6 days. So definitely good luck to all you guys trying to get one of her. She's really, really good. I do like her a lot. I'd say she's probably my favorite one of all of them, next to the wood one. So that's pretty much where we go with Enkidus here. And the way that I would build the light one is probably maybe, I don't want to say Conviction set is going to be her best set, but I also don't want to say that Ruin is going to be her best set, because she's going to be used in Titans, so you might want her to be able to dish out quite a bit of damage as well as survive a little bit. Depending on your type of leech sets that you get, you could actually have a high crit rate, and maybe you decide that you want to switch her up to a little bit more survivability and you want to do HP attack, or if you want to do HP attack. Personally, I would build her HP attack with high crit rate subs, just because you're going to be using the weakened skill quite often, and when she does get her 5-star active skill, you kind of want it to be a critical, but you also don't want to risk her dying too early against the Dark Titan or the Light Titan. So all in all, I'd say it depends on your gems and what you have, but all in all, she is a really good mon. But if you're looking for just pure damage, it's always going to be Ruin or Valor. But if you want her to survive a little bit longer, you might want to switch out to a Conviction set. And you guys will see my preferred typing down below, and that's after I crunch a little bit of numbers. But all in all, she is a really good mon. So now on to the dark one. The dark one is an attacker type again, and she comes with almost 27,000 HP, 3,600 attack, 2,400 defense, and 1,900 recovery. She looks aesthetically pleasing, very, very nice mon, very nice colors. I wish that the variant skill retained the white hair color, but she does look really, really nice. So no complaints there. She's a really nice new mon, and I'm glad that they added her. So the skills here, we have Hunter on a 3-star skill. It is increases critical hit damage by 50%, and I believe her damage multiplier is 120% from what I've seen so far on the coding. So that makes her an extremely high damage dealer. Her 5-star skill is Persevere, which increases attack as each turn passes, and it stacks up to 8 turns. Now, mind you, from what I've data mined for this particular mon, her Persevere is about 10% on the first turn, 20% on the second turn. On the third turn, she goes to 50%. So by the time that she gets to her 8 turns, she has actually 170% extra damage. So, you think about it, 170% plus the 120% that she gets off of her base attack, plus the 3,600 attack. She could potentially be one of your best top hitters, and she could probably be used, in arena, high-end arena, or Astromon League, depending on where you use her and the type of event that you're running. She is a really good mon in the long run, but she also has the Hunter skill on a 3-star, which means she's going to be really good. So she is a really good damage dealer. You can pretty much use her anywhere, farming, Starstone, dungeons, golems, dragons. So all in all, a really good mon. The variant skill is also really good. So you could even use her in Titans, you know, depending on how high of resist sets you have or resist substats that you have. So the way that I would build the you know, Enkidu, the dark type, is probably going to be an attack crit rate or attack crit rate crit damage on a ruin set. I did try out the Valor to see how much she could gain, and the Valor was only about 35,000 damage less than the ruin set. If you happen to have a ruin set that's 100% crit damage with attack crit rate, she just gets completely disgusting. I believe she out DPS'd the Valor set by about 2 million damage in a 20 turn simulation. So she is really good on a ruin set with attack crit damage, and that's pretty much where you want to kind of have her. Her damage multiplier is again like really high, so you can definitely be used anywhere. If you do manage to get one of her, congrats. Let me know where you get her. Or will you use her, and definitely befriend me. I want to try out some of her live skills, you know, against some of the events here that are live. So that's it for me, guys, for the Enkidus. She is a really good new mon that 433 has introduced, definitely usable everywhere. Let me know if you guys managed to pull any of them. And I am going to go ahead and say that I did manage to buy the card selector, just because I see her, you know, as a potentially really good mon, and I really wanted to use her, and I wasn't sure if she would be available on the card selector, and it turns out that she is in the card selector. So if you want to support the game and you want to get you know, a copy of the Enkidus, she is appearing there on the 5-star card selector. So she is not limited to Heroes Fest. She is an overall general pool mon, and you can get her from eggs as well as the Clans Fest. So good luck, guys, trying to get one of her. Personally, I am going to pick my wood one here, and this is kind of where I kind of gambled. I figured if she's in the card selector, great. If she's not, I'm gonna pick another Indra so I can Evo 3 my water Indra. But since she is available here, I am gonna go ahead and get her. The $27 price value is decent, I'd say, considering sometimes they have the mileage event where you have to pay like 250 bucks or $300 just to get them on. And for the fact that it was available there for $27, I was just kind of like, all right, you know, I haven't really paid anything in the game, may as well try it out. And so, you know, there she is. So let's go ahead and see what we got for wood one. Sorry guys for the lag, it's just Nox. It happens to crap out every now and then. So we did get a square. It has one of each, so that's perfect for me. That's pretty much what I wanted. I always want my mons to have at least one of each, just because as you get later on into the game, as progression goes, you know, you're farming golems B10 every day, and you're farming dragons B10 every day. So it's just higher chances of odds you're going to find a decent 6-star gem of, you know, specific types. So it stops you from kind of like, you know, farming the same thing over and over again. If you farm B10, more than likely you're going to get at least 2 or 3 good gems, whereas if you're farming all day on golems B7 or B8, you know, you're only going to get a triangle or a square, and it can get tedious if you're looking for something specific. So here is mine. I am going to go ahead and Evo to her. I happen to have enough gleams to get her to Evo 2, so we're going to go ahead and do that here on camera. I am really excited to get her. I wasn't really planning on spending any money on the game, but you know, I figured throw a gamble just to see if I can get her. And while I'm on that note, I guess for those major whales out there, you could eventually or potentially get one of her to Evo 3 if you buy all 3 cards from the store. And then, you know, if you manage to get, I think it's like $250, and the mileage events, you get another card selector. So you could also get another one of her, or at least one of her to Evo 3. I'm not planning on doing that. I'm not rich, so I believe that most of you guys don't either, but I know that some of you guys do support the game, and thank you, because it allows some of us other free-to-play players to continue playing the game. And so there is my Enkidu, guys. That's it from me. Let me know if you guys have any mods that you'd like me to review next, and let me know if you guys have any comments or questions or if you need help with anything, consider leaving a like and subscribing to my channel for more, and let me know what you guys think about the Enkidus. Alright guys, I'll catch you guys on the next video.